Hi, I'm Felicia Yates. I'm a detective with the Fort Worth Police Department. I've been an officer now for 16 years. I am currently assigned to the Special Investigations Unit as a detective. I've also had the opportunity to work in sexual assaults, robbery, fraud as a detective, and I also did 9 years in patrol as a patrol officer prior to studying for the test for detective. I initially was interested in law enforcement because I'd done a few write-outs with someone who exposed me to several different calls. I completed several write-ins, and I really just enjoyed the human aspect of being a police officer. I saw that police work wasn't just writing tickets and answering calls. It was actually getting to interact with your community, with people who call the police for service, and sometimes your presence at those calls makes a difference to the people in which you interact with. And I really enjoyed that aspect of police work. And after doing a few write-outs, I just thought, you know what, I could do this. In 1998, I started the police academy. The process in applying for the police department was a little intimidating at first. I mean, I'm going to be honest. I had worked in the banking industry prior to becoming a police officer, and so I didn't really know what to expect. I initially signed up for the civil service exam, which was the exam that you have to take to gain entry into the police academy. I scored high enough that I began the processing after that, which consisted of a background investigation, a polygraph, a physical agility test, a psychological exam, medical exam. It took about, I would say, probably 4 or 5 months. I believe I was notified in August that I would be starting the academy class that following September. So I went to school to be a teacher. My family was very supportive of me becoming a police officer. My mom was a little scared. My father was all for it because my dad always wanted to be a police officer. He told me that was one thing that he thought would be so interesting. I don't have family members that are in law enforcement, but I do have the support of my family. I have a 22-year-old son that was 5 years old when I started the process for the police academy. So that was a true experience, raising a child and processing for the police department. But don't let that discourage you. If you have children or if you're a single parent, the support that's out there for you, if that's truly what you would like to do, don't let that deter you. I am married. My husband is a Fort Worth fireman. Has been with the city of Fort Worth for, I think, 28 years. So that's an interesting dynamic, too, having the police officer and the fireman married. There's always several debates in my household about who's better, police or fire. My husband is supportive of me. Obviously, I was a police officer when we met. Of course, we do worry about one another. With his job and my job, anybody that's in public service, you do tend to worry about your spouse and your family members. But you trust that they're well trained and that they will make the best decisions when they're out on calls and come home safely at the end of the night. In my next video, I'll be happy to talk about the academy process and what it was like for me during those 6 very long months of the Fort Worth Police Academy. If you have any questions or comments, you feel free to throw them down in the comment section. I'll be happy to address them during my next video. But until then, I am Felicia Yates, and I am the Fort Worth Police Department.